is going to be jazz fusion. We're going to get started in about like 45 seconds. So go ahead, move everything out of the way, grab water if you need, put on some comfy socks. I want to do some more like stretching and strengthening today because we've been focusing on technique for the past couple classes. All right. Okay, so I think that's been about a minute. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We are going to start laying down on our backs. We're going to start with our leg swing series, and then we're going to do a little bit of ab work, maybe some push-ups, some shoulder strengthening, and then we'll do stretches. So make sure we have enough space for our leg swing series. 5, 2, 3, 6, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Really loose. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we lunge up and around, and ranjam, back, up and around, and we pump the knee, and 3 times, flex, straighten, pull up, 2, straighten, 2, up, 2, roll back, and left side, we open, 2, 3, across, open, across, open and across, open and across, and we ranjam, up and wrap, ranjam, down and around, pump the knee, 3 times, flex, straighten, come on up, straighten, 2, up, and over those legs, pike stretch, grab the toes, pull them back, gently plie the knees and stretch, flat back, plie the knees, stretch, plie, stretch, flat back, plie, stretch. Let's go ahead, bring it into a butterfly. Go ahead, flap, 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 flap. Go ahead, stay there while I explain our ab series. So we are going to start with just picking one knee up at a time, not disrupting anything else in the body. Just feel like we're picking up the knee from our lower abdomen. So we're keeping the lower abdomen really knitted to the spine, long, elongated and lifted, scooping out that belly button section. Nice neutral pelvis, so our back will probably not be flat on the ground because most of us have a curve in our lower spine that's natural for our bone structure and our skeleton. So we'll actually have the sacrum, that triangular bone, in the center of your pelvis in the back, nicely rooted into the ground. We can go ahead and take that triangle, put it on the front of our pelvis. Let's look at it. Let's tip the triangle up. So that would be a pelvic tuck when the tailbone is shooting up from under. Now when we tilt the tailbone down, arching the back, then the triangle distorts again. So we want the triangle on the center of our pelvis to be perfectly flat. There will be space in your low back, We want to keep that, isolate this position in the body, and just lift our knees. This will engage our lowest part of the abs, and this is in my opinion, key to balance and stability in our dance training. You know, everything else can be strong, and if your lower pelvic floor, lower abdomen, core area is not connected, then, you know, everything's going to be really disjointed and a mess. And so let's go ahead and bring both knees up, arms up to the ceiling, and switch, maintaining both legs in the air. So now, instead of having a rest in between and putting our leg rested on the ground, we're keeping it lifted, maintaining that strength in the lower abdomen and the stability in the rest of the body. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Let's go ahead and relax. Shake it out, open everything up. Let's go ahead and come to an X position. We are going to bring the elbow to the knee on the right side. So right elbow to right knee and lengthen. Now left side, left elbow to left knee. Again, repeat. Changing nothing else in the body, just isolating, like there's a magnet in your elbow and a magnet in your knee. So they come together and apart. Don't make any muscular effort to like try and get them to touch. You want your limbs to stay as rooted into the ground and weightless as possible. So really it should be effortless, just as close as they can come. And down, just really like finding those joint limitations, like not strenuous at all. Again, knee to elbow on the right, and we knee to elbow on the left. Now, initiating with this knee to elbow, we start to curl in the abdomen in our obliques, our right obliques, and that will transition us into a body half, into a fetal position. Okay, so again, that will be still weighted into the ground, still surrendering to gravity. Boom, body half, and we reverse, melting into the ground. And now the left side, so elbow to knee, keep turning, like keep clenching elbow to knee so that now they touch, because you're distorting the body. Now they touch, they continue to curl in until we're on a fetal position on the left side. We retrograde, we relax, release our body back into that X position. Okay? Again, right side elbow to knee, body half into a fetal position. Turn the forehead to the ground. Open the entire left side long. It folds, spills open, and we let that momentum take us into the magnetic sensation of the knee to the elbow on the left side. We spin around, we body half, we come into a fetal position. Our forehead is pressing gently into the ground. We retrograde, we lengthen that right side, we peel it open. Okay, so those are the first two developments of this X-Man series, I guess we'll call it. The third development will come up to seated position. So again, building from that first progression, that first development, knee to elbow, we toss, we continue the circle from our fetal position. So instead of stopping here, I'm coming around, I'm letting my right hand take some weight here underneath, so it has this flip of the shoulder, flip, touch, toss, and I'm now seated. So I toss up, Follow the energy line, toss it, reverse it from the crown of the head, coming forward. We lengthen our right side out and we fold open gently. Okay, left side. Knee to elbow, magnetize. We continue the momentum. We're not stopping. My left hand flips around. I come on up to the seat. Follow the energy line back, forward, lengthen out the left side. And we're here. Okay, so let's take all three of those. We'll do 2 of each. So it'll be right, left, number 1. Right, left, number 2. Right, left, number 3. Okay? I just want to get you guys used to tossing your body weight in and out of the floor. Like giving into our body weight in the ground, and then what amount of push or what amount of effort do we need to get off and then gently back on. 1, 2. Let's do 2, 3, 2. 3, 2, 3. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Again, you can look with your focus. Body half, and we touch. Fetus. Open and out. Bleed into the next. Open and out, and we toss. Out. Open and we turn. Toss. Out. Open and we're curl. Toss. Out. Open and we turn. Toss. Out. Open. Sorry, I think I only did 2 of the second development. So if you're just finishing up now, you're right, I did it wrong. All right, let's go ahead, shake our heels. Let's go ahead. Bring our feet up to under our hips. Let's go ahead and bridge our hips up and rolling this way. Down. 3, 4. Hold it, arms up. Let's go ahead, bring the right knee up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead, left leg, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and exhale, roll up. Over the toes, cross and cross, come to all 4s. Let's go ahead, tuck the toes under. Let's just hover the knees for a little bit of more core burn. Shoulders over the hips, wrists over the shoulders, knees over the hips, long back, just 1 centimeter up off the ground, scooping in our belly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's push it back to downward dog. Let's go ahead, lift that right leg up. Parallel, and let's bring it through. Low lunge. Open up that that right arm for a twist. Back down. Spin the toes, stay as low, put that right arm inside of the right leg and open up the left arm. So I'm like more in a side angle position now. Come on back forward, let's drop the knee. Come on up to the front. Tall, stretching through the hips. Bring arms up. Look up, reach up, stretch up and down. Let's go ahead, straight straighten the front leg. Nose to your knee. Externally rotate and internally rotate a couple times. Back to our lunge. Let's turn out the front leg, drop down to our elbows. Drop the crown of the head. Let's go ahead, come on back up. Roll around, reach for those left toes, pull them in. Square your shoulders. Let's go ahead, come on back up to our lunge and curl the left knee in. Hug our right knee, dropping both sit bones. Rotate around. Tall through the crown of the head, rotate back the other way. Let's go ahead and flex that foot over the knee. Come to our cross-legged position. We're gonna go ahead and flat back over. Make sure both feet are flexed to protect the knees. Woke up this morning super sore, so I need to open up the hips a little bit. Back to our butterfly, back to our hands and knees. Let's go into our full form plank now. We'll hold and then we will do some push-ups of your choice. Hold. Squeezing your belly button to the lower spine, long through the spine, long through the hips, pulling up through the legs, pulling back through the heels, rooting down with the hands. And we do 8 push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Push back down for dog. Oh, breathe. Left leg up. Pull it forward, low leg. Open the left arm. Rotate the back foot into our side angle. Right arm up. Back to our lunge, drop the back knee. Come on up. Arms up. Look up, reach up, stretch up, maybe a little back. Go forward, push back, stretch. Flex through the toes. Let's go ahead and turn out, turn in a couple times. Let's go ahead back forward, turn out the front leg. Let's drop down to our elbows. Come on back up, rotate around. Let's grab those right toes, pull it in, square the shoulders. up to our lunge. Let's go ahead and curl that knee in, other side. Drop the hip, rotate around. Go back the other way. And let's fold over, flat back, get into those hips. Fold all the way forward. Okay. Let's go ahead and balance on our sacrum in our boat pose. So let's start with the legs bent and our spine tall. We tip this whole shape back. Whoop. I'm slightly curled in my lower abs, but my chest and everything is tall. If your hip flexors start to hurt, you can put your, you can hover your toes off the ground, but if not, shins parallel. If you're ready, we can go ahead and release the arms for a balance. If you want more of a challenge, you can go ahead, straighten your toes. If you want more of a challenge, you can do a full V-set. Let's go ahead, drop, hover, come back up, hover, and up, hover, up, hover, up, and hover, up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, release. Let's go ahead, flip onto our stomach. Push the tops of your toes into the ground. Slight scoop of our belly button, like there was a little grape underneath our lower abs. We go ahead, hover the hands above the shoulders, lift the shoulders as much as you can, and then you push up into Cobra. And back down again. Lift the hands up, push up, and all the way. And one more time, release before we go down. Lift up as high as you can, and we push. Okay, back to child's pose. Bring our hands back around our heels, squeeze into a ball. Tuck the toes under, come on back to the tops of the feet. Let's feel an Achilles stretch here quickly. Lengthen the heels to the ground. Head from side to side, shake no. Yes. Shoot the sit bones to the ceiling. Wrap the arms around the legs. Pull the upper body toward the legs. Elongating the spine. Release. Flat back. And release. And plie roll up. from here, you can go ahead and work on your pliés, tendus, dégagés. You can go back and learn some choreography that I had taught in a previous class, but that's about all the time that I have for today. I wanted today to be more of a restorative stretching, not too strenuous strengthening. Just like light cues, muscular cues, so we don't build bad habits when we start to do the larger, harder, more weighted, effortful stuff. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful start to your week, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday.